So on this channel, we talk about the tips and tricks so that you can maximize your time on the road. So I'm driving food delivery, and if you're a new driver or an existing driver, I'm gonna take you along with me on a ride along video, specifically talking about those tips and tricks. So stick around and let's see what we uncover. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matt. On this channel, we do give you those tips and tricks so you maximize your earnings on the road on your favorite side hustle. So if you specifically drive DoorDash, well, this actually applies to any app. Here's a really important tip that you want to know when looking for orders. So on this channel and my twin brother's channel, the original channel, Your Driver Mike, we talk about strategies whenever you're accepting orders. So on this particular DoorDash order, there's some things to keep in mind. So we talk about the dollars per mile, how much you're getting paid for the miles driven. But also look at the items that are listed on that request. And it could be really deceiving. Now here's a good example. I got this request and it was 6 items. Now the dollars per mile were fairly strong, an $8 payout. However, the order took a long time to complete because actually a part of those 6 items were huge family meals. So I actually had to mark on the DoorDash app that it wasn't ready, and then I had to wait a long time, and I had 2 huge bags of food. So for $8, it took me a little longer than even what the app predicted. So again, this doesn't happen often that some of those items are meals, which comprised of multiple items itself. But on occasion, you'll get those surprises. So keep that in mind. Look at the items on the request, and that'll give you an idea of how many food saver bags do I need, and it'll better prepare you once you get to the restaurant. So this definitely relates to my last video, what to do if it's slow, because all morning, and we're gonna go over all of the numbers at the end of the video in this ride along video, but how well did I do this morning? Basically, I'd give it a B-, if that. Bunch of $6 orders, a lot of $3 orders. If you've seen a lot of those small dollar orders, why is that? Maybe it's summertime and they're just throwing out these small orders to drivers. I'm not sure why. You'd really have to be crazy. Do not take those orders. It's a waste of your time. But you can piece together a $7 order, maybe a few of those every hour. Long story short, I barely made $18 an hour, but now it is 5 o'clock. And in my last video, what to do if it's slow, I recommended driving that dinner rush. That's always the best time, especially on the weekends. Right now, it's a Saturday when I'm making this video, all the way up until 9 p.m. So let's see how well I do. I'm off to a good start. So basically my message to you is, if you're watching this and you're thinking about driving, or you're a current driver, think about what's my summertime strategy, because now it's changed. I would say it's honestly not even worth your time unless your marketplace is much different. That odd 3 o'clock hour, that in-between hour, it might be slow. Now again, there's no guarantees on multi-app to give yourself the best chance to get the best offer. But change your strategy, maybe move to more later nights, maybe that 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. time. Really depends on your market. But I also wanted to thank each and every one of you. If you're watching this video, if you're not a subscriber, just thanks for watching. But we've hit over 1,000 subscribers. It is remarkable. And thank you if you're subscriber 1 or subscriber 1,000. Thank you. Let's continue this video and see how well I do on this late dinner shift. All right, guys, so I picked up an awesome stacked order. It was almost $10 at KFC behind me here. So check out this dollar per mile. Now Grubhub doesn't show you the mileage, but I could just tell. $9 going right back to a power strip where all the restaurants are. Let's go ahead and drop off this order and collect our $9. So I just want to comment on why you should have this almost summertime strategy, if you will. Whenever the demand slows down, let's say college kids are home and that's a lot of your demand and it's summertime, nicer weather, less people are going to be ordering food delivery because they're going to the restaurants, right? So you want to drive that dinner rush because you're gonna have more of a chance to get those stacked orders, or in Grubhub, they're called add-on orders. So what I got at that last one at KFC was an add-on order. And basically, you're gonna have the best chance of getting those additional orders during the peak times. So if you're gonna drive any hours, I would say from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. if you can. If not, maybe stop around 9 p.m. Long story short, your strategy changes to those aiming for stacked orders, and the best time to do that, of course, is during the dinner rush. Well, I'm telling you what, guys, again, if you're gonna follow any of that summertime strategy, I'm calling it, that dinner rush is crushing it for me right now. I'm picking up a $20 order. Again, it's on Grubhub, so I don't know the miles that I'm about to drive, but here's a cool thing that I just noticed. It does say pickup time by a certain time. So it actually says I need to pick it up within the next 5 minutes. It's right around the corner. But that gives me an idea of, okay, it's gonna take me 5 minutes to get there. And then once I pick this up, you'll see an estimated delivery time. So then I'll know, okay, how much time does it take me to get to the customer? So I can add those two times together and say, okay, this is gonna take me 25 minutes, but I'm earning $20, right? So the amount I'm getting paid for the time driven is really, really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this dinner rush going, and let's see how well we do. The back half of today, is really, really good. Let's keep it going. So I realized when I made this video, I did not include my outro. So we're gonna actually go over the numbers right now, so see how well we did. Again, this was a ride-along video. You'll see some big differences from the AM to that dinner rush, but I think you might be surprised. I see a lot of comments. Can you still make a decent hourly wage out there in this summertime strategy? And I think the results might surprise you. I've definitely seen higher, but I'm very happy with it. Let's break down the numbers and see how well I did. So on this shift, I drove from noon to 7 p.m., taking a 1.5 hour break during the slow shift, and made a total gross revenue of $130. And I drove 11 trips. I made a total of $74 in tips, which comes to a very strong $6.72 average tip. I drove a total of 35 miles, which gives us a very strong $3.71 pay per mile. And based on those 35 miles, I get a tax deduction of $19.60. So again, my name is Matt. On this channel, Your Driver Team Matt, we give you the tips and tricks so that you maximize your earnings on the road on your favorite side hustle. If you like this content, make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing so I know that you enjoy the content, and we'll see you in the next one.